I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio Skulls all day.
The lyric scientist flag.
Massive explosions, background noise.
As you spit all over the mic.
Did I?
It,
Well, it kind of looked like I did, probably.
Your lips was looking kind of juicy over there.
Yeah, and before we start anything, folks, no homo indeed. But you know what's not gay, folks?
Oh, fuck Cheeto.
Oh, is he here?
No,
Hi.
he's not here. He's in the fucking chat. He's
Oh.
not here where he's supposed to be.
The Cheeto, the cheddar cheese. Hey, first of all, sir, I did not see you. I have not seen you in a while. Happy belated birthday. I know I'm like a week and some change late. I think I'm like 2 weeks late. But happy belated birthday to you, sir. Absolutely.
What up, Epic?
What's up, folks? Do you know what today is? Today is a very special day. Not only is it the 175th episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast, the greatest podcast in the world, North America, and Cuba, it is also...
I don't think we do. We have not one number in Cuba.
Dude, that is our goal. We have to get the Cubans. I'm telling you.
Well,
we need the Cubans.
Then we need to learn to speak Spanish.
Well, I'm white, so therefore I will be murdered by default.
That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
It does in my
Lots
mind.
of white people who speak Spanish.
This is also very true. You know, it's good having you here on the show with your logic because it totally balances out my complete chaotic mannerisms that I have. So not only is it the 175th episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast, the greatest podcast on Earth, North America, and soon to be Cuba, it is that... You smell it, Jared? Is that special time of year?
You a bitch? Because you got called out on your darkness of your drink again.
You know, my friends are odd people, and I've started to realize that someday somebody's going to make a painting of me.
Which one is the one?
This is the new one. That's the new one.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I'll have you know that whatever this little can is, I use maybe a quarter of it, and it's how many ounces is this?
there's a shitload of Kessler. No, there's.
No, it's not because I saw before you poured it in there.
No, it's like up here.
Stop the lying.
It's right here.
It
was like right there. It was like right there.
It also has ice in it, so the ice takes up the volume. It was barely covering the top of the ice. Now it's almost to the top of the fucking glass. Exhibit A, ladies and gentlemen.
So now that we're in Mad Scientist Court, okay, which is soon to be the greatest weekly episodic episode of anything on your local streaming services, it is that time of year where the ring gear, the squared circle, the fans from all over the world collectively chant WrestleMania.
I thought you were going to say something way better than that.
I'm getting to that point, but folks, it is WrestleMania season.
We're
It
right
is
here, bro. You don't got to scream at us.
I'm sorry. I'm just fucking pumped, dude. I'm just fucking pumped. I'm ready to watch men wrestle in tights with people chanting explicitives at them. It's going to be incredible. But also, as you can you can tell by not only my apparel, which I only have very limited things of, but Jared's fancy sweater he's got on over here. Jared, can the fans look at your sweater?
You don't have to point my fucking wardrobe out.
Well, it's a nice sweater. I like it.
Okay, that's fine, but let people admire it. And I don't need you fucking broadcasting my shit.
Well, I
can do that for myself.
I just want you to be happy.
Appreciate it.
Okay, I appreciate you. And you know what we appreciate, folks, more than anything here on this podcast? Baseball, which is incredible. And it's also kind of awful, you know, if you're a Nationals fan.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think that's the last opening day I'm going to. That was my first and my last.
So, folks, we were very, very fortunate this past week to go down to Nats Park here in the D.C. metro area for opening day, nonetheless. You know, if you guys follow the show or know us, you know, in person, you know we're big baseball people. Going to the park is one of our favorite things to do. So took the day off of work, had some excellent weather for the game. Sat in our it's
a little chilly. That's why I had to buy this fucking piece of wardrobe because it was chillier than I thought it was going to be.
Well, you know what? If it wasn't chilly, you wouldn't be looking as handsome as you do right now, sir.
I look handsome anyway. Don't agree with that.
I've
I don't need your fucking
I wasn't going to.
your cosign on how good I look or not.
I was just going to say you don't look nearly as good as me, but it's okay. It's all right.
Okay, there you go.
So we were lucky enough to get some tickets to go to Nats Park for opening day for baseball season. Pretty damn good weather. A lot of beer. There's a lot of beer. And then the people behind us talking about the tough stock markets and
No, it was they're talking
real
about
estate.
real estate and like it was. You could tell they do like big time real estate because
Yeah.
they were talking about like development and all this shit. I'm like, bro, I'm here to watch the game. This is the first day of the fucking season. I don't want to hear you talk about your fucking stocks and your fucking
Yeah, nobody wants
development deals. And nobody wants to hear that shit, especially right behind my fucking head.
Yeah, so all in all, a really, really fun day. If you're a Nationals fan, you know it's going to be a very long season, but going to the park is great nonetheless. Took the Metro down there. Always fun to take the Metro.
You didn't get your glizzy like you always do.
You know what's crazy? I did not. I would say around the third or fourth inning, I thought about getting up to go get one, but I won't lie to you, man. Just because the weather was so pleasant and we were just kind of vibing, I was chilling, man. Like I was pretty content with what we did. And we actually went to the bullpen after the game.
I ain't been there in a minute.
Yeah, you know why? Because it's always filled with people. Just like
that's true.
filled with
Those,
people.
a lot of those are not even people who went to the game. A lot of them just people who come to hang out and drink in there.
For anybody who's not familiar with obviously the ballpark in our area, probably 500 feet away, if that, is a place called the Bullpen, where it's essentially just an empty lot full of beer stands and porta potties, and it's a great place. It was
originally there before when there was nothing else down there but the park. It was because now there's a shitload of restaurants there and restaurants and bars all over the place because they were talking about getting rid of it, but I think it just does so well that
it has to do. Dude, those people probably make a killing, and I'm glad you brought that up. So anybody who's a ballpark fan, your favorite person is going to be the guy carrying around the beer case, right? Like, get your beer here, peanuts here, doing the whole shtick.
Those aren't my favorite people.
Well,
they scream too much.
They are.
I know they're
loud.
doing their job, but fuck.
Well, it is because we were pretty close to where we were sitting, and he was pretty much next to us for the duration of the entire game.
Well, they were rotating. It was like 3 or 4 of them.
And so this guy, so you go to the ballpark, you buy a $12, $13 can of beer. I mean, we all do it. It's okay. We get it. But then they're like, hey, you want to leave a tip? And, of course, me being me, I'm always going to leave a tip. It's fine.
Because that's where they make their money at.
Yeah, of course. And you want to take care of the guy that's taking care of you. You've already spent an arm and a leg to get there. And now you got to, spend more of your, I guess, anatomy.
It was definitely that was an investment in memory. That's what that was.
Yeah. So we'll have that for the rest of our lives. We'll put it that way. And I was telling Jared, I was like, man, this guy probably makes a killing, dude.
I don't know about that.
I wouldn't say like astronomical
It
numbers,
has to be decent because, they're only working a certain amount of time. Well, no, because the guy that we first bought from,
I like that guy.
When we first came out, he was talking about this. How I guess they worked the opening of the national store in wherever it is.
Yeah.
Oh, National Harbor. So I guess they were working that too. So they probably do different events in different places. So I don't know. Maybe they do make a decent money, but they got to be in shape to be carrying them fucking buckets around all day.
That is true. I was thinking about that as well. I'm thinking, man, this guy's shoulder is probably killing him after work. And I'm not even talking about the weight of it, but that just plastic rubbing up on you all day.
And the movement, of all that weight over and over again.
It's a good workout. Put it that way. Carrying beer is a workout,
Probably
folks.
not great on the joints though.
No. I mean, there's probably obviously a downside to it.
Up and down the stairs, lifting the bucket up and down, or the crate, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate those guys. Thank you for serving beer, but Jared is right. If you're yelling at us the entire game, it is kind of annoying. Just saying. But it's not as annoying as the guys talking about real estate for about 6 or 7 innings of baseball before they finally disappeared.
No, it wasn't that long. Thank God they got there late as fuck.
It wasn't.
It
They
was,
did
it
come
was
a
only
little
about. It was only about 2 or 3 innings, but it was like, And I was already starting to get buzzed, so I was getting aggravated.
Jared was like, you know what, RJ? I'm thinking about turning around right now. Turn that son bitch sideways and stick it straight up your candy ass.
Apparently, your mouth doesn't work with the words that are coming out of it. I don't know what that means.
Who, me?
Yep. Not staying busy, but just wanted to say, oh, that's Al Peppers. He just wanted to say, fuck you, RJ.
Hello, Alan.
And hi.
Yeah. Hello, Alan. My arch nemesis. Congratulations on your master's badge, sir. Well deserved.
Oh,
well earned.
Yeah,
Oh my God, what a pain in the ass that was. I'm sorry.
Yep. We're not talking about it
I'm just
today.
telling you, I shed a small tear. Yeah, he doesn't know it, but it literally just ran down my cheek like this. Congratulations on your master's badge, sir. And you know what the worst part is? We're going to do it again in like a week and a half.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. Make it make sense, damn it. But
Doesn't.
regardless,
Exactly.
I'm just
He
saying.
said congratulations on being drunk.
I'm not drunk.
Well, that's what he said.
Not,
Just telling you what he said. I didn't say.
we were drunk the other day.
No, we weren't.
We were awesome.
We were fine.
Were we?
The-
We
Yes.
were absolutely 100% fine. Motherfuckers.
This
So anyway.
fucking guy.
No, but all in all, going to the park it's always fun. It's always a blast. Jared got this really cool sweater.
This guy.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's a nice sweater. Got your hat, and then the line inside was
That's the hat
obviously-
I've been waiting on for a year. What are you talking about?
I know. I know you were stoked to get that too.
Yeah.
Like I know you were very excited about that.
Overpaid for it, but hey.
That sometimes that's what you gotta do. It's what you gotta do. I won't do that again. I promise. What I was gonna say is so we had a great time at the park. Hey, if you're out there, just come hang out with us. Let's go to a baseball game. And Jared, let me ask you this: the opening day thing. You said it's your first one and your last one. Is that because of our team, the way we're
No,
playing?
because it fucking hurt.
Oh, dude, what?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're not gonna get into detail.
Yeah.
But I'm getting old. Let's put it that way.
We're getting very old.
Oh,
But-
by the way, he's gonna do his next thing with somebody else because he wants someone more committed and reliable than you.
I haven't been on in like a day and a half. Like it's been a day and a half.
I mean, it's pretty committed because you ain't fucking. I don't know. I don't understand how not committed he is because. To be honest, like, it's a waste of time in my opinion.
See, and for those that don't know me in real life, Jared knows me. He knows how I am. Put it this way. When he said, hey, I'm going to go get something to eat, are you going to be right here? I said, oh, yeah. I vanished. I was like Houdini. And then I woke up at 3 a.m. wondering what the hell happened.
What are you talking about? Oh,
the other day.
oh, when I went to Burton.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I hope you enjoyed your meal, sir, by the way.
fuck yeah, that shit was amazing. I hadn't had a good steak in a minute.
Oh, you got a steak?
Yeah, I
Ooh,
had
eh.
to, man. I was like, bro, I already fucking went it all in today. I might as well finish the day off.
Yeah.
right.
Well, that you know what? Damn, dude, a steak sounds kind of good right now. To be
I hadn't
honest.
had one in a while, and I
that-
was like, you know what? I need to get one. So,
And so soak all that up. Feel good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hats off to you, sir.
and then I went home and went to sleep.
Well, hey, I think it's very well deserved. We had a great day. I mean, I did the same thing. I got here. I was like, hi, Mom. And then just immediately kaput.
Bro, I was done. Because you don't realize, we don't realize how long we had been out that day. Because we left.
Dude, we left.
We got to the metro at like 11:15. No, we got there at 11. At the ballpark throughout the game. Well, on the metro at the ballpark throughout the game, and then we came back, and then was still out, and it was dark by the time we got back. And daylight savings time, like now, darkness is later.
Oh, dude, what?
That was a fucking work day, bro.
But again, I think sometimes, well deserved for me and you. Sometimes you just got to take a day off work, say fuck it, go out with your buddies, watch a baseball
yeah,
game,
you
and take it easy. So so thank you for letting me be a part of that with
It was
you.
both of us. What are you
I
talking about?
don't know why I'm thanking you, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know why either. The fuck?
It's very odd.
Thank yourself.
Yeah. I am very thankful for myself. But all in all, great time. So, Jared, I know you're not a diehard wrestling fan or anything of that nature.
Not
and
at all.
And I won't get
Because
too
it's not the same as it used to be.
Well, that's understandable. But
And what I've noticed is when people go to these events, they don't go to these events to see the actual thing, especially when they're, I don't know, 30 plus. They go to see the old people who they grew up with.
Well, in your defense, that is correct. I mean, the event is a spectacle in itself, but I mean,
It's not like it was.
If you had a chance to meet one of your childhood heroes, I think you'd probably do it too. I know you would.
Those guys aren't really my childhood heroes. Like I watched Hulk Hogan and Undertaker and The Rock, Stone Cold. Like they weren't my heroes. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, well, it's fine.
I don't think they were my heroes. Like because I knew that wrestling was entertainment. There's nothing. They're not superhuman. They're just dudes who go to the gym a lot and fucking throw each other around.
That is actually very true. However, you will not ruin it for me, sir.
I
It's
just did.
It's still real to me, damn it. All right. So I just want you to know because it is.
No, I respect the craft. It takes a lot of fucking work to do that shit.
It does.
It takes a toll on your body. Shit, if you have a family, you're away from your family a lot. But I mean, I never looked up to them as like, oh my God, I want to be like them. You know what I'm saying?
So I've waited. I was going to ask you the other day, but I wanted to wait today for the show. So 1 year from today, the 40th anniversary of WrestleMania.
I actually was thinking about that earlier today. No.
You got to come with me.
I just told you my answer.
Dude, you have to come to WrestleMania with me.
Nah.
Dude, think about all the hot wrestling chicks we can meet. And you don't like wrestling, so therefore they're
First
like
of all,
you more.
I haven't seen
A hot wrestling chick?
one. I'm trying to word this cryptically. I have not seen one picture of any chicks, is all I'm going to say.
You know, the funny thing is, neither is I. But
Neither is I.
and neither is I. Neither have I, excuse me. But that's why we have to go in person to see if we can find them.
I don't know. It's in Philly, too.
I know. But hey, we can go see the Liberty Bell. We can see the Rocky Balboa statue. Shout out to Sylvester Stallone. You're really
No,
cool.
you mean be tourist.
No, you can't use that word. We're not going to be.
That's exactly what you are. If you're going to see, them motherfuckers don't go to the Rocky Balboa statue every fucking day.
I know that.
That's like we don't go to fucking Washington Monument. We could care fucking less because it's right there. We see it all the fucking time.
Yeah, well, that I understand. That is a very good point. But
But tourists go to that shit to fucking check it out.
you don't want to be a tourist with me, Jared?
No, man.
Okay.
I don't know. There's just certain cities
I
that
don't want to go there.
that I really don't fuck with. New York City, I cannot stand. I haven't been to Philly. Maybe unless I was a kid when I went. I don't know. Maybe I like Philly. I've heard people say they like Philly, but I also heard people say they like New York, and I cannot stand New York.
I only went to New York that one time, and I went when I was younger, so I thought it was cool, like the big city, but living in it, I could not imagine it. There's fucking people everywhere. Literally. You think the metro around here is bad? Like imagine just the metro as a sidewalk.
They got not just the metro. They got fucking trains, and they got the subway.
They got all sorts of shit, but there's a shitload of people in New York, put it that way. Like, I mean, walking down the street is like walking with like the masses, pretty much. That's what it's like. So I am stating here right now on the 175th episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast that next year at this time, I will be in Philadelphia for WrestleMania 40.
By himself. Oh no, one other person will be with you.
Yeah, you. Duh.
No, it won't be me.
I'm buying your ticket, even if it costs me $5,000.
I don't believe you. And
If I bought a ticket for $5,000, you wouldn't come?
Motherfucker, if you bought a ticket for me for $5,000, I'd be like, go get me something worth $5,000.
But they're front row tickets. We could see somebody's retirement match. We could cry as adult men.
Who now do I want to see retire? Let me answer me that.
They're all gone. I know. It stinks.
Exactly.
Shut up. And what Rey Mysterio is in the Hall of Fame, which he had his Hall of Fame speech last night, which was really good. He was inducted, I should say, by Conan, a member of the Wolfpack. Okay, and then they debuted the LWO, the Latino World Order. That's a throwback from years ago. I know you hate it. I understand, but I'm very excited
The
about it.
low.
That's yeah. The
They're the down low. They're low.
No, they're not down low.
Lowly at the bottom of the rung.
Rey Mysterio is the greatest high flyer of all time.
Well, you obviously haven't seen Lucha Libres then.
He is the ultimate. Well, yeah, but I'm talking from a mainstream perspective, and maybe just in general.
In Mexico, that shit is mainstream.
I know that. I mean, that's the style
That's
of
where
wrestling.
he gets it from.
Yeah, it's the style of wrestling. I understand that, but his longevity, his career, and the quality of matches
He's a little guy. He's like a gymnast. He's a little miniature gymnast.
He is awesome. And so, as a Rey Mysterio fan, thank you, sir, for your years of hard work and dedication.
We're talking about this stuff.
I'm just saying, it's incredible.
It's not at all. You know, the Hall of Fame that matters. A person who just got inducted to the UFC Hall of Fame. I'll give you two. Anderson Silva.
Well,
one,
very, very well deserved. Of course, I have no.
And Donald Cerrone.
Yeah, I have
Cowboy.
no. Yeah,
Cowboy Cerrone.
I have no quibbles with that whatsoever.
What is this craziness?
Is that a whole paragraph?
Yeah, it's some fucking ad shit.
Oh, I was gonna say, man, we're so popular that they're. What kind of ad is it? Is it telling us to buy gas station dick pills or something like that?
Probably something similar.
No, okay.
But keep going.
Yeah, don't buy gas station dick pills. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that, folks. So I know you were before the show started. You were talking about the streamers that you watch, the GTA. Can you kind of elaborate on what they did today in terms of opening? Is it a new server or?
Yeah, new server. All it is difference. So No Pixel they've had different variations of. It's all the same game. It's still GTA 5, but then they'll add because with 5M,
okay,
which is the same people who make Red M, which is the where you can modify an entire world and customize it to kind of make it your own.
Okay.
For Red M is for Red Dead Redemption, and then 5M is for GTA 5.
I gotcha.
So this company or this server owner, his name is Coil. His streamer name is Coil. They've had different iterations of the server, so each one has different mechanics and different things you can do and different ways to earn stuff. They're on 3.0 now, and they're working on 4.0, but I guess for some reason, maybe just to get people off of 3.0 for a while, they did a refresh of 2.0. So all the people who were in 3.0 who were at the top and had all the money and everything, they're now back down to everybody's even playing field, trying to figure everything out. So it was cool to watch everybody try to figure everything out today.
Oh, I like that. I'll give you an example. Again, I know you're not a huge Destiny fan at all.
I don't like those type of games.
But that kind of reminds me in terms of people trying to figure things out when a raid comes out in Destiny, which is like the in-game, so to speak, for whatever expansion or adaptation or variant the game is in currently to get the best loot. And it's a series of puzzles and boss fights. And, I mean, they're expansive puzzles. I mean, you need a team of 6 to figure this stuff out. And I guess the fun part about when the raids get released is these streamers and all this other, streamers basically. They get their party together and then they try to start figuring out the puzzles and who can finish the raid first. And some of these streamers, when they do these, and I'm sure you're obviously familiar with it, some of these guys will play for like 18 to 20 hours straight trying to figure this shit out.
The GTA guys don't typically play unless they're doing like a subathon or something. They typically don't do that. I know with Facebook, you can only stream for 12 hours, and if you want to go beyond that, you have to re-establish a new stream.
Really?
Yeah,
That I didn't know.
yeah.
But streaming for 12 hours.
Twitch can motherfuckers do subathons, and they're going for fucking 24, 36 hours sometimes.
I just couldn't.
But that's their job.
Well,
That's how they earn
understand.
money.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But as somebody who is a very avid gamer, you know, I can have days where if I'm not doing anything or whatever the case may be, you wake up 8, 9 in the morning, do your little chores around the house, whatever the case may be, and then it's like, oh, I got nothing to do today. I'm gonna sit on my ass and turn on the Xbox or the PlayStation, whatever. And then you sit there with your buddies until probably 7, 8 o'clock at night, take a break, and then come back to it. I'm very guilty of it, but I don't know if I could do a marathon or something of that nature. I would have to mentally prepare myself for something like that.
You don't stream enough, first of all, for it to you'd have to work up to something like that. You couldn't just automatically be like, oh, I'm gonna start streaming.
No, I know
for
that.
12 hours, because I know when I was doing, like, I did a 6-hour day one time, and I was like, I'm tired, bro. I can't get this fucking shit off of here.
It can be, I think, more than anything, mentally draining on you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's especially that's the biggest thing. I don't think people realize, like, yeah, you're sitting there for hours, but you're still using your fucking mind.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of glued to the tube.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Hand-eye coordination, fucking memory, trying to remember how something is done, and it's fucking taxing on the brain.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, and I'm sure I know this, but when these guys do these, I guess, subathons, and they go on these streaks, hours on end, do they take a break for a period of time, or is it like something straight?
They'll take like breaks here and there. Like usually, a lot of times, what happens is even when they're streaming their normal, say they're doing a normal 8-hour day.
Yeah.
Like they don't leave the house. They order food.
Yeah.
The DoorDash will come. They'll be like, 1 second, chat. Go get their food, and they'll eat while they're streaming. Especially the GTA people, they'll be eating while they're playing the game because somebody else could be driving the car. Depending on what they're doing, they can find ways to kind of get that stuff in there.
What I was gonna say is, as somebody,
they take breaks to take shit too. Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
yeah.
They're not gonna shit themselves. Exactly.
Yeah, no, I don't expect them to sit there and not use like the bathroom or something like that. But when I say a break,
You know
I
what
mean like
AFK is, right?
of course.
Yeah, so that's what happens. Usually, if somebody's in the middle of something and then other people are around and they start asking this one person question and they don't answer back, they assume that the term they call it not in the game, in game or in character, it would be called he's in his head.
Okay.
OOC out of character would be like AFK.
Yeah. So, no, when I say a break, I mean like, hey, say I'm playing Apex all day with Alan,
Yep.
and it's like, hey man, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna use the restroom, whatever, make a sandwich, take a quick shower. I'll be back in 30 minutes. That kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, they again, remember that screen that I showed. Actually, I can probably pull it up here. No, it's not there. Oh no, here it is. That screen right there.
That thing's so badass, dude.
You can also have one that has
I'm gonna hit you so hard.
wrong. That was the wrong one. You can also have one that has intermission. So when you're away, it'll be that screen. It'll say intermission.
Okay, see, I like that idea
Yeah.
a lot, just because, as somebody who avidly plays games, and trust me, I can definitely sit there and go a whole day doing nothing but that. But at a certain point, I have to get up. I have to take a break for an hour, just to eat, do whatever. I guess reset my brain a little bit.
Yeah, they do that. Bro.
Yeah.
You're acting like they're fucking robots.
Well,
But again, they play this shit enough where this is what they do. That's why there's gaming chairs and there's fucking ergonomic keyboards and mouses that fucking do all the shit so you're comfortable and like.
would you buy a gaming chair?
I've been looking. I mean, the chair that I have is good enough for me right now, except it makes a little too much noise. But if I was to buy a gaming chair, I would set that other room I have up. That would be my gaming room. It's just I'm so comfortable the way I have shit set up now.
I got you. Can you pull some up here so we can take a look at them? Because I've always kind of thought about getting one, but at the same time, I don't want to not over exasperate. I just don't want to overkill. I should say.
You can get them for fairly cheap. I mean,
I know more high quality ones are going to be obviously more expensive, but some of these gaming chairs are pretty sweet, dude.
I mean, it's just comfortable. It gives you lumbar support and all that other shit. That his bed is 2 feet away from his TV. Exactly. So you would have to rearrange your room.
Well, that's another reason I haven't purchased one either. Because what I have now it accommodates what I needed to do.
Yeah, but if you had a dedicated room, then yeah, you would need a better chair because you're going to be sitting there for fucking hours on end.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but I actually sit cross-legged in my chair. I don't sit with my feet on the ground.
You're not the only one.
Yeah, like I cannot game.
It depends on
sitting.
And that would be another reason I'd want another chair is because the chair that I have, it doesn't have like a space where I could do that because I don't always sit Indian style or crisscross, whatever political correct shit you want to call it. But I sometimes I do want to sit like that or chill or hang leg up or whatever. Like everybody does it.
Yeah.
If you watch enough streamers with the camera on, you'll see it. Everybody, we're all the fucking same.
Yeah,
we're just trying to be comfortable while we're playing. That's it.
Yeah. So comfort for me is big when I'm gaming because when I'm comfortable, I'm on fire. I'm killing it. When I'm not, it's really bad. I make terrible decisions, and then I get shot by the enemy team. It's pretty awful.
I know that I cannot drink if I'm fucking playing because, especially playing that F1 game, you're basically drinking and driving.
Yeah, there we go. Drinking and driving, folks. Don't do it. If you can't do it in a game, you can't do it in real life. So do not encourage that whatsoever. No, but I actually 100% agree with you. I don't like playing games when I'm under the influence of alcohol. Because, one, I'm going to stink.
If you're really fucked up, yeah. But sometimes you can play better when you're a little looser because you're not so...
I've had some... Put it this way. I'll get, like, one really, really good game in, and then the rest of it just kind of goes down.
If you keep drinking, yeah.
Yeah, then I'll go kind of downhill.
It's going to get worse as you keep drinking. But if you get, like, that steady whatever buzz you need, and then you fucking just stop there, then you'll be fine.
Yeah, so not a fan. Now, a couple other recreational things I participate in. I much prefer to do that while I do that.
Well, that's on you. I don't do it like that.
Yeah, which is fine. Because I feel like that brings out the inner me.
If you say so, that's
the inner me.
That's whatever.
Inner me. Like enemy, but inner me. Sorry, I just wanted to say that one.
This guy.
Nothing.
So did you? I have a feeling you didn't watch it.
You mean episode 5 of The Mandalorian?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, we were supposed to talk about it with old Cheeto, who's no longer in the chat. So
damn it, Cheeto! Come back.
I can talk shit right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's supposed to be on here to. He even asked me. He was like, "Coming over Saturday talking about Mandalorian."
Dude, I feel like he's like a wild Pokemon, dude. We're gonna have to like catch him and then throw him in my trunk.
No, it's not. It's not that hard. It's just he's got other shit going on too,
which is understandable. Life happens, folks. The older you get, funny you say that. At work, I would say it was Wednesday night, the day before we went to the game. A young lady came into my service lane to pick her vehicle up, and this is actually somebody that grew up across the street from me. Mm-hmm. I wasn't super close with her, but I know who she is. And I was like, man, you look so familiar. I was like, are you so-and-so? And she was like, yeah. She was like, oh, RJ. Blah, blah. And I was like, hey, caught up with her a little bit. I think she's married now. She has a different last name, so I'm assuming she's married.
That's usually how that works.
Yeah. People get old, fall in love, be happy. Motherfuckers. But it's okay. We're all right, and we're going to be gay together, dude. It's all right.
Okay, relax.
It's okay, Jared. So, but anyway,
relax.
All jokes aside, but
hey, man, you sent her in here with them titties. What you expect?
She is actually a very attractive girl, by the way.
All right. I didn't need you to say anything to it. Just keep going to where you're going.
So she said, "Hey, are you still in touch with so and so?" A very good friend of mine that I grew up with. And I said, "Yeah, I talk to him, maybe every month or like once every month and a half. I'll talk to him on the phone. He's all the way out down in Ashburn. He lives a little ways away from us. But I still talk to him on the phone periodically." And she was like, "Hey," and she was like, "Isn't that funny? That one meme about adults? It's like, hey, what are you doing?" And it's like, "Yeah, are you free like 6 months from now on Thursday, June 11th at 8 p.m.? Because it's so hard, at least for me, to kind of link up with some of the people I grew up with just due to time constraints and just everyday life. It's just a part of becoming an
I'm
adult."
gonna tell you something right now. Fuck them motherfuckers.
I like those guys. They're my friends.
No, they're not.
Are you?
If they're your friends, it wouldn't take fucking 6 months for them to fucking come up with time to see you. Like, you just.
No, I'm talking about like from my perspective.
No, I'm telling you from the perspective that, like, if you really want to see these people, you'll make time for them. It's not like, oh, they're my friends. Man, I'm gonna tell you, there's people. Yeah, I have fucking people I grew up with that I went to high school with. That we were cool, but I'm doing different shit. They're doing different shit. We different people now. I'm not the same as I was in high school. So why would I expect myself to even like them at who they are now when they might not even like me who I am now?
This is true, but still,
you hanging on to that nostalgia shit, bro.
It's not nostalgia.
It is nostalgia.
It's not nostalgia. These are my friends.
You didn't even know this chick's name. You look familiar. If you cared that much, you would know her.
I already told you, but I didn't really know her that well. So obviously, but I just know from from who she is.
So you knew her name.
I do.
No, you knew it before.
I did, yes.
Okay,
but it's been like, dude, it's been like
so okay,
15,
then
20
guess
years.
What? Hey, we went to high school together. How you doing? Good to see you. Your car's ready. Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like when you see somebody in the grocery store, I guess.
Yeah, I don't want to see none of these people. What are we talking about here?
I don't
want to see nobody that I don't. Oh.
As we've learned what Jared's kryptonite is, it is folks from high school's past.
I don't know, man.
Here on the Mad Scientist Labs 175th
like
episode.
I said, we're not the same people we were.
No, and I wouldn't expect anybody to be. And if you
but
are,
no, I think people expect. I think people expect the opposite. I think people expect for people to be the same as same people they were when they knew them at whatever time in their life. Me 20 years ago is not the same me today.
Oh no, of course,
by no means.
Yeah, I'm not.
This me is calmed down tremendously.
I'm calm now. I'm no longer a great rap artist dropping hood classics. Stealing from local places. I'm a changed man, Jared.
This guy with the fucking.
Well, my hood classics, it's okay. It's all right. I've got a couple of them. Check them out when I can find them. They're there. I swear they're there. And you know what's worse
those are thoughts in time that are long gone, my friend. All that's back in the ether. That's gonna be some other future artist's fucking idea because it's gone now.
Well, it was great for the time. Let me tell you, hood classics, folks.
There you go.
Hood
the
classics.
Time, which is 20 years ago.
They used to call me Jay Shepherd because people flocked around me like Jesus. All right, Do Dangerous, Full Effect, 93, Rugged War, kicking down your goddamn door. I was actually born in 88, by the way. Just saying.
Epic, come get this man, please. Take him far, far away from him. Take him back up there with you.
And somebody who I miss dearly, please get online. I miss your voice. Please.
He's busy, too.
I know, and I hate it. It stinks. Because if I had anybody...
Oh, he said he sent you a CD back in the day? Oh, you sent him a CD back in the day?
I probably did. Full of my hood classics. All right.
Stop calling them that.
Dude, that's what they are. It's okay.
They're not hood classics.
Dude, they're hood classics.
You're not from the hood. Relax.
Dude, hood classics. So that should be the name of the episode.
It might have to be. Write that shit down so I don't forget. Because that is ridiculous.
Dude.
This motherfucker said hood classics.
So it's funny you say that. So I know that Thursday, the whole day was basically a big fun day for us. Mm-hmm. And then the following day is always going to be the rough patch, the really rough patch, as you're right, we are kind of climbing up there in numbers.
Yep.
So I did actually step out last night for about an hour before I came home. And
What does this have to do with the Mandalorian?
You know what's crazy? The Mandalorian is excellent.
Yeah, but I asked you about the Mandalorian.
So, excuse me. So before I go on my rant, I knew this week's episode had to be badass. Okay?
Why did you know it had to be badass?
Just the way it's kind of been so far now. Again, besides the first episode, to your credit, everything else I've liked, but I'm like last week, where I was like, where is it going? You know, where is this?
Last week was pretty good.
No, I like last week's episode too, but I just kind of want to know how this is going to cultivate.
Well, I don't think we have a full picture of how it's going to cultivate yet.
No, but
I think, especially with episode 5, I think I'm more lost as to where this is going than ever.
I just know.
Well, I watched the thing on New Rockstars thing today, and there's a character that I guess he was in the Clone Wars animation series.
Okay.
This guy's supposed to be coming up, man. He's like an arch nemesis of I forgot his name, Thornton or Thornton or some shit like that. But he might be coming into this whole picture because this is gonna start going into the Osaka series.
I'm all for that. But I just thought this past week's episode was awesome. I really enjoyed it. And I understand where you're coming from. Like, where is it going? I just felt like it was more solid of an episode. You know, there's more action in it.
Yeah,
there
was a little bit more of everything instead of just here's the same characters again.
Yeah, like plot driven. I mean, plot driven, but there's the plot's driving.
You know what they have to stop doing with this shit is stop fucking using the same style of certain things. How do I explain this? Like the scene where Carl Weathers' character, I forgot his name. Carl Weathers' character is
Lando?
in front of the Carl Weathers' character.
Yeah, Lando.
His name is Lando?
Yeah.
His name is not Lando.
Yeah, it is.
There's no fucking way.
It's got to be.
Why? Because he's black?
No, Jared.
Because the only Lando that I know is Lando Calrissian, who was fucking Billy D. Williams in the original movies.
I know that. Wait. What?
This motherfucker here.
I did hit the bong before we started.
All the
show,
Star
so-
Wars characters that are black are not named Lando.
I know that. Oh my God! It only adds to Jared's argument that I'm actually very racist. So,
No, it's not. It's not. Here's. Let me see if I can put this right.
sorry.
I just think people of a certain paler skin
Pigmentation.
in the world, or at least in America, don't realize sometimes that they're being a certain way. And it's not your fault. It's just part of the systematic racism that exists in this country.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. Fucking white people.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah. So, folks, just make sure that one, you don't eat certain flavored ramen.
So now let's find out what the real. Yeah, you said it, not me.
Hey, dude, that's what it was called.
No,
I don't know. what
I'm talking about
Oh.
in the chat.
No, the Coke is gone. Wait.
There's that one.
Oh, this is the new one. Ew, I just dumped the old one there. I probably have.
Oh, that's the old one.
This is the old one?
Yeah, but
I'm probably going to have like feces coming out of my nose.
bro.
I'm just joking. It's a joke.
But jokes are supposed to be like have some kind of truth in it. You're not gonna have feces coming out of your fucking nose.
You don't know that. But anyway, that's okay. So here, we
What
need
am I
to get to
looking
the bottom. We're looking up Carl Weathers' character in The Mandalorian.
Fucking, and then the fact that you putting shitty. That's why I call him Carl Weathers, because he's played so many great fucking characters in the past.
Well, I actually know him as Apollo Creed, sir.
Exactly. So you got to put some respect on his fucking name.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for disrespecting the black man.
See, again, that's proving my point.
No, super big fan of Carl Weathers, by the way.
Trying to see what
Let's see.
character I guess I'll put Mandalorian.
Yeah. Or if you go to overview or, well, let's see. Hold on. There we go. So we got it up, folks. And as Jared scrolls, let's see. 2019 Weathers.
Grief Kanga.
Kanga.
You're nowhere fucking near.
Yeah.
This motherfucker said.
Well, believe it or not, I'm actually I can read it, but I'm having a hard time seeing it, if that makes
well,
any
I can
sense.
see it from here, and it's not Lando.
I'm sorry. I've
Jesus
disrespected
Christ.
not only people, but
Stop saying. Stop saying it.
just
Anyway,
Star Wars fans.
Carl Weathers' character in Mandalorian, Grief Kanga, when he was doing the fucking thing, was sending the message through the R2 droid. It was too much like when she was doing the fucking A New Hope shit and sending R2D2s when she was doing the
Sending Obi-Wan Kenobi the message
Yeah.
for help.
So like they gotta stop. They gotta stop kind of pandering to, again, nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we get it. We don't need you to show us that he's bending over and putting the message in and blah, blah. Like we get it. We know that's how it's done. Stop fucking pandering. I don't know. I don't know. There's just certain things that like are starting to irk me about how they're handling certain things.
Well, we'll see, because I believe this season is 10 episodes long, if I'm not mistaken.
It's probably more than that. All the other ones were 13.
That is right, yeah. I mean, most series nowadays are, I would say, 10, 11 episodes.
Yeah, but this one started out with 13, so
Okay.
they're probably going to keep that same format.
Okay, so we're at kind of the halfway point for the season, give or take. So we'll see where it goes, but I thoroughly enjoyed this week's episode. I thought it was awesome. Probably my favorite episode of the season so
Yeah.
far, to be honest with you.
And the effects were cool.
Effects are always awesome, man. I love effects. I love.
Speaking of effects, have you seen it's on my site now, so I was able to watch it. Have you seen Avatar Way of the Water? The Way of the Water, whatever it's called.
No, but you know what's crazy? I keep seeing ads for it. So I'm
Oh, is
assuming
it?
it's on.
It's
You're
probably-
available to
it's
stream now.
Probably yeah, that's how I saw it. But I saw it. It was good. It wasn't fucking like, I mean, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say this. It wasn't groundbreaking. It was groundbreaking in how they filmed it.
Mhm.
I don't think that it was anything too new as far, like the first Avatar was. It was so new to everybody that it's like, yo, this is some wild shit. Like
Yeah.
kind of like The Matrix was like, again, like really groundbreaking stuff, like technology.
Revolutionary in
Yeah, yeah.
in a sense.
Well, actually, that is the word I'm looking for. The technology that was used to do different shots is now used in everything. Same thing with the first Avatar. The motion capture and all that shit is now used in everything, especially any animation. Usually they're doing motion capture first because it's hard for a computer to capture like natural human movements like the way an actual human can.
Oh,
So all that to say, it is a good movie. Storyline's pretty good. It's action packed, and I fucked with it kind of. I'd say I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
oh, well,
Hold on, let me finish. But then I saw a TikTok today that we were talking about the behind the scenes and how they filmed a lot of the scenes, and that's where I got the revolutionary shit. They built like this huge, like 90-foot tank, like 90 by 40 tank. I think they said it was filled with like 600 and something thousand gallons of water.
that's a lot of
That's a
water.
shitload
dude.
of
That's
water.
a shitload of water, dude.
And then so they were worried about bubbles and shit because bubbles reflect light, and the way the cameras would have picked up all, because they use UV light because infrared light wouldn't work well underwater,
Okay.
but UV light works well underwater. So they use UV cameras for the underwater shit to get the motion captures because that's how they would have picked up the little things on.
I guess
for the joints and everything.
Yeah.
And then they had to put this translucent. I guess he was saying for Abyss to get that really deep underwater look. They had to use like these black pebbles that floated on the water.
Okay.
So it looked like they were really deep underwater, like in the depths of. Cause if you've seen Abyss, you know what it.
Oh yeah, no, a very underrated movie too.
Again, that was groundbreaking stuff for that time as well, but they couldn't use black because it would have looked too dark.
I got you.
Because if you've seen the movie, they're in like a Caribbean style setting where the water's kind of shallow, so the sun goes and the sand's white, so the sun is going straight to the bottom and the water's really clear.
Yeah.
So to fix that, they ended up taking these translucent balls that floated on top of the surface so it wouldn't reflect like a mirror all the stuff that was going on from the bottom.
That's actually pretty cool.
All right, it's if I find the TikTok again, I'll send
Please send it to me. That's actually pretty awesome.
I was gonna send it, but I feel like I send you a lot of shit and then I don't get a response. So I'm like, well, the fuck did I send it for? So I just stopped sending stuff.
Oh, well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Well,
I do watch it, and I do love you as a person.
Let's see. In RJ's defense, look up Lando in The Mandalorian. Green Karga was the character that came up. Yeah, that's because his name is not Lando.
I know his name's not Lando, dude. I don't know where.
Lando,
super brain fart. Dude.
Lando Calrissian is from the original Star Wars movies. That was Billy D. Williams' character. Yes, he was black. And, of course, Google's probably going to associate Lando and Mount Mandalorian with Grief, whatever.
Yeah. All right.
Because,
I feel like
because there's more people just like you that's Googling it. And
no, I just feel like I'm a pretty.
You shouldn't feel bad.
No, I'm a Star Wars geek.
I will give you, in your defense, he does call him Mando, so maybe you mixed some for somehow.
Yeah.
I should say, Grief calls the Mandalorian or Jin Djarin Mando, so maybe you kind of mixed that up or something.
I don't know. I like to pride myself in my Star Wars knowledge. It's like one of the things I'm like very prideful about. Like, I don't know. It's Star Wars. I've been watching it since I was a kid, so I just feel
so it
dumb.
It doesn't feel the same with this new stuff because you can't know that because I guarantee you don't know what Bo-Katan's last name is.
I don't.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't.
Because you don't know it like you say you know it. You know the old shit.
I do.
But you don't know the new shit. And again, that's why I say watch New Rockstars. They have a breakdown of every episode every fucking week. It helps you. They connect the dots from old shit to the new shit, and that's how you
learn.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fair. That's fair.
I'll do it for you there, Epic. You're fucking right.
Yeah, we are. I'm so glad you actually played that. So we have talked about this countless times on this show, or to a degree. What is the level of between a nerd and a dork or a dweeb? Where is the fine line? Because the reason I bring this up.
Have we talked about it on the show before? I
think
we
maybe
talked about it. I think we wanted to talk about it, but we never brought it up. And Crease is the correct answer.
I was playing. I've been playing a lot of Halo lately, like in the evening time. With the new update, I'm really, really enjoying it. The new big team battle, Fiesta, whatever they got going on. And so the other day, normally I'm in a party chat with somebody, and the other night I was.
Hold on 1 second. Without Googling it, Epic, who plays Bo-Katan? This person was the voice of Bo-Katan and also does the live action.
Okay.
We'll wait for that. You can't Google it, though.
So I'm playing Halo the other night. I'm streaming. I'm kind of talking out loud a little bit. You know, I'm like, oh, shit, I probably shouldn't have done that, you know, because I got killed. Like, I didn't make a smart play. And then some guy was like, yo, just shut the fuck up. Like, and bro, like, I immediately just like, because I don't really play in game chat anymore.
I knew you had already seen it.
And I immediately was just like, yo, shut the fuck up, you dweeb. Like I just immediately, I was like, nobody's fucking talking to you. And then he got quiet. Like, he didn't say anything else to me. I was like, if you don't fucking like me, mute me. Right? And then it kind of hit me.
Why'd you even respond to this fucking fuck face?
Oh, he said, I mean, it's late at night. I'm talking. I'm, smoking my bowl, being a real American.
Oh, you were talking during the game.
Yeah. I was just in game chat.
Well, I've told you this before. This happened to me before. I told you that.
Yeah, and I know it's going to happen, but it's been so long because normally I'm in party chat with my friends, so I don't really go into game chat anymore, very rarely. Because
Were you streaming?
Yeah, I was streaming.
Well, then fuck him.
Yeah.
I'm talking to my fucking streamers. I'm not talking to you, bitch.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was like. Yo, nobody's fucking talking to you. I was like, fucking mute me, dude. Like, nobody's asking you, you fucking dweeb. And I proceeded to whoop ass that game. No, but then it kind of hit me. I'm like, yo, this guy's a fucking dork. Like,
no, he's a douchebag.
He is a fucking douchebag.
Because that's what happened. I told you that's what happened to me when the Modern Warfare beta was out. I was literally talking to. There was people in my chat, which is kind of rare, but there was people in there, and I was talking to them, and blah blah. Blah, and he was like, "Yo, shut the fuck up." I'm like, "Well, fuck you."
Yeah,
I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to fucking
fuck
my
your mother.
chat.
Yeah,
but it was just I don't know. I don't know. People, I guess they feel like I don't know what it is.
Empowered, but
not everybody is necessarily streaming. Not everybody is there for that. But I guess to your point, like, mute your shit. Like, you don't have to hear with nobody else.
Exactly.
You could just fucking play the fucking game.
No, but I think what it kind of, again, I'm calling him a dweeb and dork and all that. And I'm the biggest. I have a 98% completion ratio on TrueAchievements.com.
All right, nobody
but
cares.
I'm just saying, I do. But it's like, who still does that, right? It's like, because I could tell this guy just by the sound of his voice.
There's a lot of people out there who do that.
It's just so unnecessary sometimes. Now, if this was 10 years ago, if you're in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby or a Halo 3 lobby, okay, you're talking shit. But if you're just in a random game and I'm just not engaging in you, and you're just like, you just pop off with the mouth, it's like, you're a loser, dude. You probably sit there with your Cheeto dust fingers.
That's what you should say. You should say that next time.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. With your little Cheeto dust fingers. They're probably not even Cool Ranch. They're probably not even nacho cheese. I hope they're jalapeno flavored. So when you beat your dick like this, it burns the tip of your wiener. So anyway, yeah.
That's what you should have said. Instead of fucking venting to me.
Well, I'm just telling you. No, but I was like, this guy's a dweeb. But what is, and you guys can chime in too, or leave a comment, whatever the case may be, where do you draw the line between your level of nerd when you're like, it's cool, acceptable, so when it's like, oh my God.
We got to figure this out. First of all, that's fine. Well, I don't know. I feel like you've been catering too much to the game. You got to remember, there's other people who listen to this show besides gamers.
Well, no. I mean this in terms, when I use the term nerd, I'm not only requiring but video games or anything.
You're not getting what I'm saying. Like, we're doing a lot of heavy gamer content, and like, especially as shit like that most people don't give a fuck about. They don't care about your achievements.
No, nobody does.
They don't care about. They don't care about none of that shit.
Yeah, I know, it's pretty awful.
But I keep trying to tell you, like, this is supposed to be a comedy show, not a fucking RJ talk about his fucking 98% completion rate on some website that .com nobody gives a fuck about.
TA, baby.
So figure it out.
No.
Yeah. Finish the statement. So, wait, me finish the statement? The force be with you? What? What are we talking about here?
Live long and prosper.
That's a different one.
I know. So
and don't you disrespect it either.
I would never do that. You know me. Don't you dare. I know I fucked up Carl Weathers' name, and I already feel awful about it.
And you like Star Wars more than you like Star Trek, so how dare you?
So hear me out. So I ran into a young lady last night.
I don't give a fuck about that. Speaking of Star Trek, sir, the Star Trek Picard series is pretty fucking good. It's the last season, but it's pretty fucking good right now. It's a lot of nostalgia, a lot of old characters coming back, but it's still dope. Now, what were you saying about some young lady?
A few of the associates that we know. They were with this young lady last night. And so I sit down. I'm like, hey, I'm RJ. Nice to meet you. Hey, I'm so-and-so. And they proceed to talk, and I'm just chilling, unwinding the day and obviously recouping from baseball. And so I started talking to her a little bit, and everybody's talking. It's like kind of like a group chat, no pun intended.
Now that's some nerd shit.
What is?
He said, "May the force be, may the force be equal to the mass and weight of some or some shit." Like, basically, yeah, no, that's inertia. See,
Sorry,
I understand what you're saying, but it's fuck. Now I can't remember because I read that shit. Inertia is for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. So basically, whatever force you put into something. Wait, the mass? That's not right. Yeah. You said or some shit is the correct way to say it.
Yeah, or some shit, folks.
What I just said was the right way.
So I ended up talking to her a little bit. And anyway, Star Wars and Star Trek come up in, some way. And she was like, well, I'm actually more, she was like, I don't really like Battlestar Galactica. She was like, I'm more of a, yeah, hold on. Yeah, and I know. And dude, you immediately popped in my mind, like literally. And she was like, I'm more of a Trekkie. And I was like, oh, really? I was like, well, a good friend of mine is.
Can I compare those?
Yeah, I know. Trust me, even as somebody who's not a big Trekkie guy as yourself.
I'm a sci-fi guy. I'm watching this new shit. I think it's a Canadian show. It's called The Ark. It's in the first season. I don't think it's Netflix. It's just some random shit I found, and I was like, "Oh, this looks like space." And at first, I was like, "Oh, this is some cheesy shit." Even the intro is cheesy music. The music is cheesy as fuck. But then I'm watching it, I'm like, "Oh, this shit's pretty fucking good."
Hey, you never know.
It's a good show. The Ark. If anybody's interested, I doubt they are because it's really nerdy shit.
Is it cheesy like in a retro way, or is it just cheesy like?
It's like no, the show's not cheesy. I didn't think I was gonna like the show because of the intro. At first, the acting to me was kind of off.
Yeah.
But then the intro hit and it was like don 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 don, and I can't even say it. I can't even do it right justice because it's just bad.
Okay.
But then the show and the storyline is interesting, and like it's like a mystery around every corner. And you're like, oh, is this person the fucked up person? Oh wait, what the fuck? Where did he come from?
Yeah,
this type of shit.
Okay,
so that's a good thing. But yeah, Battlestar Galactica. Matter of fact, we were talking about Katie Sackhoff, who plays Bo-Katan. She was also she's a Cylon in Battlestar Galactica.
And she also brought up Stargate as well.
Stargate,
yeah.
I love them all.
Yeah, so she's talking about him, and
was she cute?
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Fuck, man, I missed out on that one, didn't I?
Yeah, I was just like, dude. The moment she like kind of started talking about it, I was like, damn, I wish Jared was here because I am, in my defense, I'm more of a Star Wars guy. I do like Star Trek. My dad was a big Star Trek guy, but I like it, but I'm not super into it.
But you never got into Next Generation. That's why.
Yeah, and so
but you should though. It's on Netflix, I think. You should watch the Next Generation.
And she was talking about it. Now she was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty much a Trekkie, but I like Stargate, and I'm not really into Battlestar Galactica and all this other stuff." And I'm thinking, like, man, dude, I was like, yeah, and dude, I'm telling you, I was like, man, where the fuck is Jared?
She's not like a. She sounds cool, but she's not a full blown sci-fi head.
No,
I'm a full blown sci-fi head. Anytime there's any new sci-fi shit, I'm on it.
Yeah, no, and I know that, but I was just for the sake of conversation. I was
Space
like,
Nine was good. Yep.
Just for the sake of conversation, I was like, damn, I wish Jared was here because I know you know more in depth about some of those shows than I do.
You mean all of them?
Yeah, all of them.
I haven't seen Battlestar Galactica in a while. I do want to rewatch that one.
Oh, sorry about that. No, but it really cool conversation, and it's just like the one time that I was like, damn, I wish Jared was here. Like, not that I didn't miss you before.
He said the one time, folks.
Yeah.
The one time
Oh, I'm sure there was another time.
Why? So
some-
I can take your bitch.
No, I don't care, dude. Like, I don't give a shit. No, but she was really cool, and she's actually good friends with our friend Bree, who was friend who has done our art up here.
Oh, well, let me switch over to
Yeah, here if you guys can
Bender.
check. Yeah,
which
check-
is also sci-fi.
yeah.
That's
there you
why I
go.
love this. The very first time I saw it when she did this one, it was on a big piece of plywood, and I wanted to buy it back then, but I didn't have. She wanted like $400 at the time, and I was like, I don't have
she's been-
$400.
And since we're on the subject, shout out to Bree. You're super awesome. She actually brought up. She was like, "Oh, I went to Hayfield and I graduated in so and so year," and I was like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Then I have to know who you are at some point." She was like, "Do you know this person? This person?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And I've probably seen her before. Just obviously don't remember her. Not obviously friends, but she was like, "Oh, my friend Brianna that works at so and so does art." And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I've got a piece of her art down in my basement where my podcast area is." And
Correction. I've got a piece of art in your basement of hers.
this is my house, therefore it is my property, folks.
No. She gave me that for my birthday, my 40th birthday, and that's why that is mine.
It's okay. I'm not offended.
She knew how much I was a fan of that piece. That's why.
Well, because she's awesome. So shout out to her. But yeah, just a pretty cool conversation a little bit. And then our normal culture vulture friends invade.
I don't know. Can anybody actually see? There's like a level of detail. I don't want to take it down. There's a level of detail on that thing though that you can't really see.
No, where you see it from on the camera does not do justice
I know,
at all.
I know. And plus, that plastic is there too. So, but I don't want to take it out of the plastic.
No, absolutely not. Super, super cool. Awesome. Maybe I should have, maybe I'll pay her for another piece so I can put something behind myself.
Yeah, you should.
Always gonna support the homie.
But you're supposed to put you're supposed to get that framed and then
I
put
was.
that up. Yeah,
I was.
or at least do it like that.
Actually, when this show is over today, remind me to take that upstairs because I 100% need to get that done.
Yep.
All right. And shout out to that gentleman. Hopefully you're having fun down there.
What's up with Mandalorian Epic? What do you mean? You said Mandalorian out of nowhere.
The Mandalorian? This
Yeah,
is
he
the
just
way.
said it.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
you want me to?
This is the way.
hell yeah. Do you know, I watched, have you, and if you have you seen that movie that I guess won Best Picture at the Oscars, that Everything All at Once or whatever?
Bruh.
I know you were talking about it a couple weeks ago.
You know what? You are lucky that murder is illegal.
Yeah, I know. Believe it or not, you're not the only person that feels this way towards me. I know pretty much half that chat does, and I would think a small portion of the community that we know. No, but I obviously haven't seen the film, but I was scrolling when I woke up this morning through Facebook, and the gentleman, I can't pronounce his name, please forgive me, who won Best Supporting Actor for that film.
The dude that played in Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and he was Data in Goonies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot his name.
It's
Yeah.
we don't want to I don't want to butcher it. But I saw his acceptance speech for the Oscar.
Mhm.
I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, he was out of work for a long time.
Yeah, and I will tell you, man, I don't know what it was about this guy's speech. I just randomly watched it, and it just moved me in just a very positive way. I mean, this guy was so happy. And the first thing he did was like, my mom is 84 years old, and she's at home. Mom, I won an Oscar. And he's like crying, and I'm sitting
because
there.
he did those early movies, and he got huge recognition for those movies as a kid, and he didn't work for a long time.
Well, yeah, so
I forgot somebody brought him back. Actually, he's doing another movie with Steven Spielberg again.
who was just, we can put him up there.
Anyway, but he's so he did this movie, and this movie was. If you haven't seen it, it's hard to explain. But
I like that.
there's just so much going on that it's like that hasn't been done before, and it's the storytelling and I don't know, man. You have to see it. Like if anybody, if you haven't seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, like, you're fucking slacking. Because it's one of the greatest movies in cinema history, period. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
All right, that's a big claim coming from Jared, folks.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't really put things on a pedestal, but that's pretty up there. So I guess
the Triangle of Sadness, too. That's also a dark comedy. That was another one that didn't do well. Comedies don't really get nominated that much, but it's a dark comedy. It's not like you're gonna be fucking. It's not Tropic Thunder comedy.
Yeah.
It's like
for 400 years.
Oh no, you have to fucking find the comedy. Like, you have to understand what dark comedy is.
Yeah.
But the Triangle of Sadness is another fucking dope ass movie.
All right. So, but his acceptance speech, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was just me being the mood I was in or whatever, but it really moved me. And he was just like, I almost gave up.
You're getting old. That's what it is.
He said, I almost gave up on my dreams. He said,
I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I've been on the verge of crying on every movie recently that is fucking, that is like,
folks,
hold on, no, let me
timestamp this.
Emotionally, that if it's supposed to spark an emotional feeling, I've been on the verge of crying. I think it's just because I'm getting older, and
you appreciate it more.
No, I don't think that's what it is. I just think as you get older, you start to understand emotions.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like sometimes it'll be like, nope, I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah.
But it's like sometimes it's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
You might need to. You know what I'm saying?
It's good for you.
But
Crying is healthy.
Sometimes there's been some moving movies. I've been watching a lot of shit, so some crazy
it's funny you say that, because I do remember when I was a kid and I would see certain films with my dad, even in the theater, you know, whether we're at home at the kitchen table watching something on HBO or whatever it is. When we go to the theater and if there's like a touching moment, I could always see my dad's eyes kind of like water up a little bit, depending on what it was. Not all the time, but on certain occasions. And you're right. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
You know, because I listened to this guy's speech and I was so happy for him, dude. I was just like, yeah, dude, you fucking weathered the storm. And now you're on Hollywood's biggest stage. Yeah,
how old he was when he fucking started, bro. He blew up, and then and yeah, think about this. He's Asian American, and I hear Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee's a comedian. I hear him talk about it all the time about being in Hollywood and being Asian, and how it was hard for them to get roles because there weren't a lot of roles for Asian people. There are a lot more now because of the success of a lot of people. But like during the time he was coming up, there wasn't many roles for somebody young, aside from the roles that he got. What else was he going to get?
This is true. Okay. So then I guess who is in your opinion, the most well-known Asian American or Asian actor, actress?
Well-known?
Or just successful, I guess.
American or just in general?
Whatever. Yeah, just in general. Well, I don't want to...
Well, Michelle Yeoh got Best Supporting Actress. She's Chinese, I believe. So I'm not technically going to count her. As much as I don't know. That's hard. That's a hard one to say, especially because of the success that Asian Americans have had in recent years. But me personally, I would say Bobby Lee.
Okay.
Only because he was 8 seasons on Mad TV, which is a highly successful sketch show.
Yeah.
That rivaled fucking SNL for a long time.
Yeah, very long time.
He's been in a bunch of movies. He's kind of gotten in his own way as far as his success, I think, as far as stand-up. Like, he could have been... he's never done a special. I would say that, and that's only just because that's what I can think of off the top of my head. Ali Wong is a beast. She's funny ass stand up comic, and she's also directed and executive produced a lot of movies recently that have done well.
I was gonna say Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan's not American.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I guess
if you want to go hard, then it's Bruce Lee. If you want to go that way.
Yeah, okay, I think that's fair in an argument.
I didn't. Maybe I didn't understand the question.
No, but I guess I didn't phrase it right. Like when I say like Asian American, I just either Asian American or just Asian, overall.
Swallow.
Oh yeah, I know you hate when I do the chipmunk
Because
thing.
you're tearing your fucking gums up, bro.
I have no gums.
Obviously, he said Jackie Chan. I don't know. I don't know. That's because you got.
Where you got Jet Li as well.
I'd say Bruce Lee's ahead of him too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to put Jackie Chan or Jet Li above Bruce
and I
Lee.
guess maybe I wasn't understanding, like, because now we're just talking about people who have done martial arts actors. Like,
Well, I just know that from a household name kind of thing.
Bruce Lee, motherfucker.
Yeah, okay, which again will supersede as great as Jackie Chan and Jet Li are. Obviously, I would definitely.
I would think if you don't watch kung fu movies or karate or whatever martial arts movies, you might know Jackie Chan just from Rush Hour. You won't know him from any of the movies. I remember growing up, my buddy Gabe, you met him before. He used to have the VHS. He had all 10 of whatever old school movies Jackie Chan had. We watched all those fucking movies. So all that stack of movies that most Americans don't even know about. They know about Jackie Chan. They know about Jet Li from if you're a martial arts head. Again, martial arts head, Donnie Yen was one of the best. He's in the new John Wick movie.
We need to go see that, dude.
We probably won't, but sure.
He's not really
but
like
Donnie
mine.
Yen's a beast. But if you don't watch kung fu movies, you don't know who these people are.
Yeah. Okay.
You would know who Bobby Lee is more than you would because, again, if you kind of a certain age and you watch Mad TV, yeah, you knew who he is. If you watch Sex and the City, the new Sex and the City, Bobby Lee's on there. He's also on Magnum PI, the
newer,
Magnum,
the newer version of it.
which I've been kind of watching, just even though I hate it, but because I like the old one so much. That's a tough one, man. I'm actually curious to know what other people think about that.
Yeah. There, if you guys are out there watching or even listening a little later on, comment. Let us know. Who is, in your opinion, and I'll rephrase this, the most well-known Asian actor, Asian American, or whatever, just success, like a household name. Who is that for you? Yeah, just leave a comment. Let us know so we can kind of get our thought process, bubbling like this.
Well, we already have the thought process bubbling. We just want to know what other people think.
Yeah. So, yeah, please let us know what you think. That's it's very, very important. It helps us be smart.
No, I just want to know. I mean, because that is an interesting question. There's a bunch of them. It's just they wouldn't be necessarily household names. I would say, like the guy from Harold and Kumar. I can't remember his name right now.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I know. I know who he is, and he was also in the live action shit that just came out that didn't do so well. It's on Netflix.
Live action, is it adaptation?
Of an anime, yes. Oh, Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, yeah. Anime is way better, by the way.
Well, no shit.
Yeah.
But they fucking did it damn near, especially the first couple episodes were damn near like the first couple episodes of the anime.
Yeah. Oh, no, I know. I mean, I don't dislike the show, but I'm always going to pick the anime over it.
You nostalgia ass motherfuckers. So what you gonna pick over? You're gonna pick the for The Last of Us. You're gonna pick the game over the fucking live action.
Actually, that's a tough one. That's a really good question, to be honest with you.
Well, why is it a tough question?
Because one, as a gamer, it is by far one of the best games ever made in a story sense and just in general. And then the show,
the story's the same.
I know the story's the same, but the show was so magnificent. It's just like, had I not played the game, yeah, maybe I'm missing out on maybe small details somewhere. But
No, actually, it's the opposite. If you only played the game, you're missing out on details that they couldn't add into the game
Well, that's
the
what
live
I'm
action.
saying. Like, I'll give you a very good example. Spoiler alert, by the way.
Well, it's not the example is the one with the what was that, episode 4, with the
The
two guys.
Yeah, 2 guys. Okay. No, but yeah. So, but I agree with what you're saying. So if I had just watched the show and not played the game, I'd still think it's magnificent. So, but when it comes to small story
that's right.
details,
John Cho is his name.
when it comes to small story details, just like that one episode with the 2 gentlemen, Bill and Frank, I believe their names are, and then the very last episode of the season where you see Ellie's mother give birth to her before she unfortunately gets bitten, or she gets bitten before she gives birth.
Voice by the original voice of Ellie in the video game, by the way.
Super fan service to the 100%. Super awesome. But that small piece right there is actually not in the game at all. So you don't know how Ellie is immune. Yeah. And so we learned that in the final episode of the season.
Which we kind of, you kind of guessed how she would have been, but you get an official confirmation of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much I believe that could cause that to happen, you know what I mean? But yeah, you're right.
Other than a genetic defect or mutation.
Which is like, oh my God, the DNA. You know, we're not all Wolverine, folks. Just saying. I
don't get that.
Well, I mean, dude, he just lived forever. You know, the what is it, adamantium, and that he's got.
But that wasn't the mutation.
His mutation was his healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's part of his DNA, isn't it?
Yeah, but the adamantium's not.
Oh yeah, no. You know what? Before I make myself sound done, because I love Wolverine.
This guy.
No, but his body was able to withstand it
because of the healing.
Yes, because of the healing. Yes. Okay. I know that. Please don't kill me. And if you do it softly. I want to be murdered by a pillow. Smother me.
Ew.
That's a joke, by the way. I'm
We're about to get off air because this guy's going off the rails.
Not off the rails.
Great Scott!
Dr. Emmett Brown, folks. Just saying.
Again, off the rails. We know who it is.
Great Scott!
We don't need you to give a tribute to every fucking sound that we've done every fucking week, sir.
Forever.
No, not forever.
All right, fine. So going back before we go off the air, the reason. So I watched this guy's speech. Like, this all kind of stems from this gentleman's speech. It made me think about the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It did. No bullshit. And I thought about.
Wait a minute. So this was a 20-minute conversation to get you to say you were talking about the podcast?
Yeah, but we were talking, so
okay, go ahead.
But we got a lot of good information out of it, folks. Did we not? Anyway, so please don't kick me in the balls. If you do it gently.
It's gonna happen.
I know. But it got me thinking about the podcast, and I know that we're 175 episodes in. Like, I mean, dude, I know that you do a bulk. You do everything, and I'm just here.
I was gonna say, correct yourself.
Yeah. He does everything, folks. There, finally said it. Only took me 5.5 years.
You do the description, but it took you It took you 4.5 years to get that done.
I'm just saying, I was just trying to help Al Peppers get that master badge. That's all it was. He got it, though. But anyway.
Yeah, but I asked you the night before. I was like, yo.
I know you did.
And you were like, you're going to have it before you know it.
Yeah.
And I didn't get the motherfucker.
I'm full of shit. I
didn't get the shit till 9:30. And I was done the night that I said, bro, I was done that night with the fucking entire thing, except everything was already uploaded. It was scheduled, and the only thing that was holding it back was the fucking description. And I had to wait till 9 o'clock. And you know what? I've been considerate because I used to just fucking be like, yo, fucking, where's the description? Early in the day. Because I try to give you the benefit of the doubt. And I'm like, yo, maybe you'll send it at somebody. That don't cut me off.
I'm not going to cut you off, Jared. Why would I do that?
But then it gets down to around 9 o'clock, and I'm like, still ain't seen hide no hair from this shit. I want to be done with this shit so I can enjoy my fucking day tomorrow. F1 season is back. I don't want to be up fucking Sunday morning because actually tonight is 1 o'clock, so hopefully I can stay up long enough for that. I want to fucking, but any other day, depending on where they are in the world, it's on a Sunday. And I'm trying to be enjoying my fucking F1 race.
Okay.
I don't want to have to fucking deal with no fucking podcast shit. I want to be done with it.
Done
And
with it.
It doesn't take you long to fucking write that shit out because you have a template. And every time you breathe, I'm gonna talk over you because there's no need for me to wait for it. Where do I watch F1 at? See, here's the thing, Epic. Actually, let me get into this. So, I'm going to probably do it anyway. So, I had a 7-day trial where I could get F1 Pro. I was watching it on Stream East, but now Stream East, you got to have Pro, and it's $12 a month. So, then I was like, well, you know what? How much is F1 Pro, or F1 TV Pro? It's $80 for a year. You get a discount. I was on the 7-day trial, and I watched the first race and qualifying and all that. And there's a guy that I follow on Twitch who was a former engineer on the Red Bull team. So now he streams and he plays Tarkov and he plays he was playing F1 this weekend. But it was like, yeah, you can get multi-viewer, so you can catch all the drivers' cameras while you're and have them all set up on your monitors and everything, and still get all the telemetry and still get the main broadcast from Sky Sportsnet, which is the international version. They have two different versions. They have I think it's a local version, then they have a international version. International one's better because those are the guys who've been doing it for years. But I think I'm going to break down, I don't know about tonight because it's 1 a.m. tonight when the race is. I might still go ahead and do it. But I just didn't want to spend the $80 for the year because then I'm going to spend $80 every other year along with the other streaming services that I have. And
It adds up. It does. It does.
It fucking starts to add up. So we'll see. But that's my answer to that. You can Google Stream East Live alternatives and you might find some stuff, but it's going to be hard because it's going to have a bunch of ads and a whole bunch of crazy shit. But if you're really into it, get F1 TV Pro, and then if you want me to, just remind me and I can send you the multi-viewer so you can see all the drivers' cameras at the same time if you want to do that type of setup. But just let me know.
Awesome. So, folks, I did not breathe for about a minute and a half, and
Good.
I'm glad I'm not dead.
Did you finish your thought?
I
I
did.
hope you didn't. Okay, good.
Well, I thought about it, and I was just like, you know what? We're kind of done here. So, no, but I'm very proud of the work that we've done, and I know sometimes it seems our time will come, my friend, and that's what
you were saying.
Yeah. I just think our time will eventually come.
It has to, man.
Yeah.
Like we do this shit week in, week out. Like, something's got to give.
And I think that guy's speech, I don't know, it was just some level of reassurance to me because he was like, hey, if you're out there, don't give up on your dreams. And it just made me think of this immediately. And I'm like, you know what? This guy's right, dude. This guy's holding an Oscar, which is a pretty big deal. So
that's what me in comedy, man. I'm like it's such a hard road and trying to get myself to be disciplined to write and to do shows and not fucking get anxious. But at the same time, I don't want to be the guy who's could have made it. You know what I'm saying?
no, of course. I mean, nobody really wants to be that person. I wouldn't want to be that guy. It's like you give your effort into anything, and falling short is a learning lesson, regardless of what it is. But it's not how you get knocked down; it's how you get back up, folks.
Yep,
So I think our time is coming. And call me crazy. I think it might be soon. And I just want to say thank you because we do a great job.
This is the way.
This is the way, folks. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know what's important? Baseball. And if you're going to watch baseball,
unless your team is in the
yeah, that's the thing. But it doesn't matter. We love them nonetheless.
If I didn't, I wouldn't be wearing the shirt. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, I wouldn't be wearing this fly ass jersey. And before we go,
rocking the hat.
Oh, look at that, baby. Look at that thing. Oh, so fresh.
I've been waiting for this for a year.
Yeah. So Just big thank you to everybody who's always been a supporter, whether local or out of the area, commenting, anything, just helping us out. We greatly appreciate it. So with that being said, folks, thank you for listening to episode 175.
1 second on that. Our viewership has been down on YouTube lately. I don't know if it's because everybody's watching it here or whatever, but please like, share, and subscribe if you see it on social media or wherever. Please.
It does help us.
Or review on iTunes or wherever you get your podcast. If you have a review area, please do that. It helps tremendously.
It does. It does. Thank you. No, Jared's not right. Hey, if you guys...
Jared is right.
Jared's right, folks. My God.
No, you said I wasn't right.
No, I said you were right.
You said Jared's not right.
No, I said Jared's right. I wouldn't call you unright.
Yeah, it was a slip of the tongue, but you said Jared's not right.
Well, I wouldn't just give a heartfelt speech and be like, you know what, fuck you, dude.
I know you didn't do it on purpose, but you definitely said that.
Folks, if he's ever correct, please correct me. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
He's about to correct you right now.
Thank you for listening to episode 175 of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast, the best podcast in North America, the world, and soon to be Cuba. Please like
and in your mama's house.
Yeah, bitch. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Subscribe. Be safe. And ladies and gentlemen, I've always wanted to do this. Welcome to WrestleMania. There.
You're a fucking fruitcake.
I am fucking the fruitiest of cakes.
Old Joe Biden ass.
No, get the fuck out of here. I'm not.
I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever.
Audio Skulls all day.
The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist